I have the best drone ever, the DJI FPV.
Sounds like an STI to me. I have the best drone ever. It's the Mavic Air 2.
Mine goes 85 miles an hour. I can do flips, and I have cool goggles that let me see the screen and make me look super cool, like a cyborg insect or something.
Yeah, you have a lot of parts there actually. You have a headset, a controller, a proprietary cord, a separate battery.
And
What's
a
this?
motion controller.
Does that come with it?
It's $200 extra.
So it's extra. So you have a lot of moving parts here. I have a simple, compact drone that I can stick in my backpack very easily, and it does everything that I need to get done, and I think it will do everything you need to get done too.
This didn't fit in my backpack at all.
No, it doesn't fold up.
But I want to show you what this is good at. You set up an agility course for us. Let's go run through and we'll see what our times are.
That sounds fair.
The headset looks pretty good, though it doesn't look as good as my Oculus Quest. And the straps here are pretty cheap. I have like a clinically massive head, but this does not fit my face well enough to block out outside light. So if it's sunny, then I get all the glares and stuff off of it. And then you have to use this separate battery pack on a proprietary cable, not a standard USB-C cable. And if you don't have these two things, you can't use it. And if the cable comes loose or something, you're not going to be able to at all see what you're doing. So this seems like an appalling design.
It's so cute. It looks like a little bug. Some kind of...
Okay, you ready?
3, 2, 1, go. Oh,
That counts,
it
that's
counts,
okay.
it counts, it counts. We'll count it. Oh, whoa. Okay, you're getting cocky. All right, 18 seconds.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay, well, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's a
It got turned
chunk.
sideways.
A chunk of something went flying. That's not good.
How was that? Okay.
That was really good. So what went flying exactly? I think it might have been my hula hoop. You took the beautiful finish off of this. Now imagine this if this was your beautiful child. This is a dangerous toy.
She has a good point. You should protect yourself with drone insurance.
Okay, Big Shot, you think you're going to do better? This professional racer.
Okay,
3,
ready?
2, 1, go.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait.
Whoa, you did it. That was a cool move. Ooh, did not go through that one. Missed that one entirely.
Let's count it. Let's count it.
Let's count it. You didn't even approach the last one.
What's my time?
What's your time? Okay, we'll call that a practice round. Let's try this again.
Wait, there's a stiff wind approaching from the east. We have to wait.
Yeah, because there's not supposed to be wind outside. That's not fair. 3,
2, 1, go.
Okay, that's pretty good. Whoa! Okay, should I stop the clock or?
No, wait, can I keep going? Frank, you might have to stitch this together.
Oh, just make it look like you won.
Yeah.
Look what her drone looks like, and she asked, "Can I keep going?" You got some scars?
Oh. I think it's probably the hoop's fault.
Okay, why don't you try it with my FPV drone?
Why don't you try it with this first?
Okay, you're gonna maybe use this thing.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, make me look bad. I don't know how to feel about this. He must be cheating. Clearly I'm a skilled pilot. Oh! You made it to the last one though, that's very good.
Yeah, but here's the thing. In the beginning, I didn't have any problem because I was watching the drone.
Yeah.
But at the end, I was watching the screen. And the screen on these Mavics is so laggy because you have to get the signal from the drone to the controller and then through this cable to the app here, it takes like, I don't know, some number of milliseconds. And that just makes it hard to maneuver with speed and precision, especially as you get close to things. Whereas with the FPV, the signal goes from the drone directly to the headset, and it shows it in like 28 milliseconds or some tiny amount of time.
So you won't have lag working against you as much with the FPV.
So it's not necessarily even about how the drone moves, it's about me being able to see the signal to maneuver in real time. But that's gonna let me fly really close to things and do acrobatic things. It means if I'm doing real estate videos, I'll be able to fly through the door of the house and then out a window. It opens up like this whole new world of possibilities. It's not just about flying through hula hoops, Chelsea.
It should be, it's a lot of fun.
We should pick up the carcass of your Mavic. I don't know, I can't believe how durable these things are. Like, it seems fine.
Whoa. I just want to tell you guys, you're not safe.
3, 2, 1, go. Dang. Whoa.
Woo! What was it?
15 seconds.
That's the record!
I think you beat me.
I'm not a bad drone pilot.
You're not a bad drone pilot, you just have a bad drone. That's why you gotta upgrade to the
No.
STD.
I don't, the STD.
Okay, you gave up paying attention to it and it's just dancing around. I think Frank should take a try. It turns out the FPV's performance was due to the one-handed motion controller more than anything else. When we later tried the race with the two-stick controller on the FPV, our times just weren't as good. The motion controller does have a serious problem though. It works so well it can lead to overconfidence and showing off, which is what happened here after I finished a 12-second lap.
Good. Tony, how did that happen?
I was deciding to show off. I thought I would like zoom around.
Yeah, that's every man's famous last words. Yeah, Tony, his super fast drone almost took down all of these arborvitaes.
Get drone insurance to reduce the risk of property damage.
Boy, I really got in there, didn't I?
This is a $1,200 drone.
It just totally got out of hand. The thing got out of hand so fast, and I just completely spun out of control and dug myself like 10 feet deep into these arborvitaes.
We do have a net.
What's our neighbor Annette gonna do to help this situation?
Tony, this is no time for that nonsense.
It's always time for dad jokes, Chelsea.
How?
It looks fine. Oh, these props have seen better days.
No, these props are very chewed up, see?
DJI designs these to be repairable because they know you're gonna do this, so the parts are fairly inexpensive to replace. Maybe I should see if it'll fly like this. Oh, that's not a good sound though. This is such a bad idea.
How?
It's super drone. So I guess the bad news is you're definitely gonna crash it, but the good news is it's probably gonna be okay. Buy some extra props though.
You're lucky those trees were there. You could have hit our neighbor's house or broke a window or hit a person. It's actually kind of dangerously fast.
Yeah, you're right. This could do some serious damage if it hits something.
Yeah, especially if you're going top speed, 85 miles per hour, and you lose control.
Be careful, kids.
Yes. Lesson learned?
No. Definitely, I am not capable of learning things.
The leg broke off, so I'm just going to super glue it.
The good news is the props are twist off, so you can replace them without any tools. We've both had serious injuries going into halftime. I'm in the lead, but we're about to do a video quality test. The goggles and low latency made it easy for our cameraman Frank to track a moving car, but you can see the movements aren't exactly cinematic. DJI has promised to add a cinema mode to the FPV later. That was recorded with the DJI FPV's electronic stabilization turned off. Here's a side-by-side to show you how much that improves the video quality.
So we're filming at a public beach on the Connecticut River, And I'm always a little bit concerned about disturbing people with the sound of my drone because it can be a little bit annoying. And the Mavic 2 is actually pretty quiet. It's not very loud right now. Your drone, I think, is quite a bit louder though.
Yeah, you want to hear mine start off?
Yeah.
You're worried about being quiet, but I'm worried about being badass. 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 Because
Why?
mine sounds like a monster. I lost this point, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna race to a church steeple all the way across the river. And but first you gotta get those on, huh?
I forgot that someone with a human-sized head wore this.
I feel embarrassed to be in public with him like this. Like he looks like a predator of some sort, like an alien.
You ready to race? Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Take your medicine.
Take your medicine. All right, let's get over the rock over here, Tony. Ready, go.
All right, I'm at 55, but I'm switching. I'm at 60.
I'm in sport mode and I'm going 33 miles per hour, but it's against the wind. I can't really see where I'm going.
I'm circling the church now.
I'm nowhere near the church. All right, there's the church. I'm finally there. I don't know where I'm going. Is this a problem that drone people have?
Yeah, it's impossible to see the screen, but that's why you get some nice goggles and a decent drone, so you're a piece of crap. Okay, so 2 points for me. One, I got there and back way faster, and sometimes the job is a little bit further out and you don't have all day. You want to get it done. Two, you can actually see the screen with the goggles because it doesn't matter what the screen is, iPhone, whatever, it gets washed out in the sun and then you're not going to be able to do good work. You can't even see where you're going.
I really just feel like you stack the deck in your favor because we know that it's agile and fast, but can it take a nice smooth shot?
Yeah,
Is the image quality as good?
Cost more, it's got to be better.
Look, all drones tilt to the side when they fly sideways, but most of them have a gimbal that also tilts to the side to correct it and keep your horizon level. Not so with the FPV. When the drone tilts, so does your camera, and that can be a problem.
I was able to get a really nice, peaceful, calm shot of my drone circling the boathouse. And
Was it at a nice 35-degree angle?
no, it wasn't. The horizon was also level. And the other thing that's nice is that, okay, my screen sometimes has glare, but I'm able to just look up from my screen and see my drone and make sure I'm not gonna fly sideways into a tree or anything else.
I did damn near fly sideways into some wood posts because you don't have any peripheral vision, you know, and I can't look up and maintain visual eye contact with it.
Actually, yours has a bigger problem because you can't maintain visual eye contact with your drone. You have to have someone with you technically to use those goggles.
You have to have a visual observer with you looking at the drone.
And I think we had a really practical reason why you would need that. We have these dogs at the beach here and they're pretty curious. And when he was going to land the drone, the dogs were kind of headed for the drone to kind of sniff and see what it was. And he couldn't see the dogs because he has his goggles on, but we were able to see them.
Dogs and little boys, they will run straight at your drone. And I can't really film straight down very well because when I'm filmed straight down, stuff gets in the way. Video quality clearly better with the Mavic Air.
I think this is a more practical drone.
But there's one more thing I can do.
What?
I can go into manual mode and I can do acrobatics. I can do flips and rolls. And I am not that good at it. In fact, I have never done a flip or a roll. But right now I'm gonna do a flip and a roll. I'm gonna see if I can do it.
I don't think this is a good idea.
That didn't go well at all for me. As it turns out, the FPV is just not great for creators, especially those working alone. But I do have a few tricks left, literally.
DJI says Chelsea's drone gets half an hour of flight time and mine gets 20 minutes. Both of those are wild exaggerations, but I've been getting like 8, 9, 10 minutes. And that's why I'm carrying all this. I got a big AC battery pack that I have the charger on just so I can charge the drone here so I can get a few more minutes of flight time.
You want help?
No,
Okay.
this is my suffering.
Yeah, that's true. This is so pretty. The hills are alive.
I'm so nervous. This is my heart rate. I'm at like 92 beats per minute now. My resting rate is about 65 beats per minute. So I'm going to keep this recording. You'll be able to see it on the screen and we'll see how nervous I get.
You're up to 102.
I'm nervous about this.
What if you crash it?
Well, thanks, Chelsea.
And
Are you trying to make my heart rate go up?
at you. Oh.
Oh, it's beautiful here. What's the matter?
You scared the geese.
Oh, did I?
Oh, your heart rate's up to 100.
Okay, manual mode. Okay, I'm just sort of warming up, doing a loop.
118 beats per minute. 122. You're doing. It says
Getting ready
you're
to
doing
do it.
endurance exercise.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Whew! I did it.
126.
So it's like I'm sprinting. Okay, I'm doing it again.
132.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, you did it.
Okay, I'm gonna try a roll.
How nervous are you about the roll?
Pretty nervous, but I just did it. It worked. Okay, that's actually super easy. I was nervous for nothing. It's not that bad.
You want to really see your heart rate go up? Let me try.
What I really want to be able to do is to do like an inverted flip over a lighthouse or something like that.
How do you do that?
You'd be moving forward and then you would punch up the gas and then just rotate it forward and let off the gas. So I'm looking real confident there, right? The next day I chased that dragon and I decided I'm gonna try to get that cool lighthouse move. I started the climb and peaked at 340 feet about 6 seconds before the crash. Here's where things go wrong. About 2 seconds before the crash, my drone was at 140 feet and traveling with a vertical speed of negative 53 miles an hour. I realized I was in trouble and I did what I was supposed to do, what I'd practiced in the simulator, and I switched it out of manual mode back into sport mode. The drone then did what it was supposed to do, which is to flip itself right and try to stop that 53 mile an hour speed. It didn't do it. At an altitude of 63 feet above ground with a vertical speed of negative 23 miles an hour, it hit the top of an evergreen tree. The drone stopped transmitting a signal, which means either the battery became disconnected or I broke the electronics so bad it could no longer function. The DJI app actually worked well to help me pinpoint the location, but I couldn't find the drone. I searched for more than an hour. Update to my update. The bad news was DJI Care Refresh rejected my claim. It took them a week to get back to me. And then they said accidents where you can retrieve the drone, covered. Flyaways where you can't retrieve the drone, covered. But my scenario, not covered. So they wanted to charge me $1,100 for just the FPV drone and the battery. But those are available from third parties for $900. So why bother with DJI Care Refresh at all in this scenario? This cost so much that Chelsea and I went back to the crash site looking for the drone, hoping a windy day had blown it out of the tree, and it had. It was right at the base of the tree where I had originally looked, where I thought it was going to be. But it had spent a week in the sun and withstood 2 rainstorms. I let it dry out overnight, charged the battery up, and it was 100% fine. I cannot believe the durability of this drone. If nothing else, I fell 63 feet from the top of that tree. So I'm back in business. But the question is, long-term, is it something I want? Because the DJI FPV did introduce me to the world of FPV drones, something I haven't been in before. And in fact, it taught me to fly in manual mode, which means I could take these manual skills and apply them to a wide variety of more specialized, inexpensive, lighter, and really more crash-worthy drones. There are Cinewoop drones that are designed entirely for filming, and they're very small to fit through small, tight spaces, and they're very quiet so they don't disturb people, and they have the props completely covered. You can't even currently buy prop guards for the DJI FPV. All of these drones require a little bit of do-it-yourself skills, so you can buy them ready to fly, and you can even connect your existing DJI goggles and controller and get all that same low latency and high quality. And in fact, that's what I'm gonna do. So as soon as I can get my hands on a Cinewoop, I'm gonna review it against the DJI FPV. So subscribe to see that. And if you're experienced with this stuff, in the comments down below, I'd love to hear what you'd like me to check out. What should a noob who just learned to fly manual, who wants those amazing cinematic drone shots, what should I be flying? Now, let's return to happier days in the sun. Cool hip bag, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Well, I won that one pretty clearly.
Listen,
I can do flips and you can do flips, and that's really all that people are looking for in their drones.
I think if you just want to get good images, you want a practical drone that's a workhorse, something to take real estate photos with, or if you're doing drone shots for a golf course like we're on, I think that the Mavic 2 is the drone to get. And in fact, if you're new to drones, I would recommend the Mavic 2. I think that the FPV is a bit advanced.
Everybody's first drone, I still recommend the Mavic Air 2. But if you have that and you're good at it and you want to take it to the next level, I think the FPV can do that. For most people, it's going to be 80% a toy, but it is very capable of getting unique shots that no other drone, no other DJI drone can do, at least. And if you want to do flips and stuff, like, no, you're not going to pick it up and do that right away, no matter how good you are at regular drones. I've spent a lot of hours in a simulator getting that worked out. It can be hard just to hover in manual mode. So even though it's easy to switch into that, don't think that you're ready for it. It's not just one step beyond sport. It's a completely different way of flying.
Another thing I noticed about the FPV is that you and Frank both have a ton of drone experience, and you both had instances where you were pressing buttons and the drone was going dangerously out of control. I cannot stress enough, you need to read how to control the drone. You need to do the simulator, and you need to get practice before you try anything extreme.
Yeah, I mean, practice all falls apart when your heart rate starts to go. And that's what happened to me. That's why I landed in a tree. I just got a little excited and I went like, shh, and then bam, it's into a tree in 60 miles an hour. And that's all it takes. Just go like that and then gone.
It was a little bit scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very cool. I'll give you that. It was fun. And it was great for the agility course.
Okay, I'm gonna make tutorials for that FPV, how to fly in manual mode and how to use it generally. So subscribe to see those, as well as lots of upcoming reviews. And if you wanna buy one of these, please use our links. That totally helps us out. And we have the book, Stunning Digital Photography. It's a photography book, but we expanded it in a recent free update and showed people how they could use drones for both photography and video. And if you're doing this professionally, you're gonna want to learn the basics of things like lighting and composition and timing and planning. I promise that $10 ebook is gonna do way more than a $1,200 drone will do for your work.
You also have your FAA course if people want to get their license.
Oh yeah, that's totally free.
So check it out. Thanks.
Bye.